Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as the Najd. I still get that wrong, the Najd. We have decided that we are going to attempt to go exploration and try and colonize islands and make my way probably to Australia and try and get money there and in Indonesia. Because if I do that, I can get more merchants, and more importantly, I can get provinces that don't involve me fighting either the Mamluks, Persia, or the Ottomans for them. Probably not going to have to fight the Ottomans, seeing as they're my ally, but, you know. Do I want to risk taking too much lands and have the Ottomans be aggressive towards me? Not really. In 5 years, if the Ottomans do not attack the Mamluks, I will be able to call them to attack the Mamluks. If I do that, I should be able to easily pick up these provinces here. That would give me custodian of the holy cities. It would give me control of one of the Alexandria trade nodes. And if I could, I wouldn't mind stealing provinces, the Suez, which would cut the Ottomans off from Egypt. They have claims on that land. In fact, they have claims on quite a bit of land still. But I'm hoping if I could nicely cut them off, that might be progress. That's actually a good question. Do I take mercantilism? No, I'm going to take diplomatic. I'm also going to start constructing some barks. I think I can explore with them. I don't think I can support with galleys or cogs, but I think barks I can use. And then once I do that, and then if I get up to 800 here, then I can start exploring, and then I can colonize. Although I'm going to have to support the traders here. Also, I want to hit tech. What is this? Tech 9, because of the bonus colonial range. I don't actually know what my colonial range is offhand. Let's check. This is technically out of range, I believe. Ah, we did get a good air. That's a relief. Yeah, I can't colonize any of these islands yet. So I do have to hit Tech 9 first, I think. Or I could go for the 50% colonial range. That actually might be worth it. Yeah, that might be worth it more. Because 50% of a range that I've already got a pretty significant range. I can already colonize down to Mozambique almost. If I get 50 on that, yeah, I should be able to get to some good islands. So yeah, we'll wait and we'll try and get 800. Oh, Faisal Saudi. I don't know. I guess Emir Zad is like heir to an emir. Emir and Amir. Those are two different things. I do know that much about Arabic. We are making a lot of money right now, and it is really nice. Just pointing that out. Making that amount of money is quite nice. However, I do need to hire advisors again. That must be why I was making money. I had no advisors. 2 gold per month. Still pretty good. I also should consider tossing in probably another cannon. Give us a semi-modern army. We're a pretty big nation, to be fair. I'll take the additional stuff. Oh, but that would give me study technology. I don't know what to do. I'm going to go for the tech level for now. Because now hopefully that means I won't have to worry about falling behind in tech as I focus down that tree. Because I'm going to focus down that tree probably after I get the next military tech. Get those level 9 soldiers, which is huge. Actually, I do already have some barks in the ocean. Wow. Let's assign these guys to the ocean then too. Try and make a little bit more money out of it. Gulf of Aden or Indus. Let's go for Aden and go home at war. That should be... Yeah, they've now merged those two together. We're pulling a little bit more money in trade. That's useful. In fact, we're preventing any trade from moving to Alexandria, which is nice. Mainly because everybody here has pretty good trade powers. Grand Captain, not that useful. We are suffering attrition though, which is kind of interesting. I guess I finally overloaded how much that province could support. Which is not good, actually. That's actually really bad. That tells me if I want to attack the Mamluks, I'm going to be in a little bit of trouble crossing the desert to get to them. January. Okay, so we've got 1 year till I can consider attacking the Mamluks. We have almost caught up in tech to them. The Ottomans seem to have stabilized their economy. They're also allied to Muscovy, who doesn't look to be doing that well, to be honest. Oh, this is a problem, though. Yeah, we're not going to be able to attack the Mamluks. Actually, well, we will. We have a regent. Okay. I panicked there for a moment. I panicked there kind of needlessly. It's at a regency council, I think, or a regency. So I didn't think that I had a regent. Now, hopefully she doesn't die before next year. That would be bad, too. Anyway, military tech, Shamshir? I'll say Shamshir. Shamshir infantry. We don't have enough for general, of course, but still. Yeah. Let's hope they don't attack in the next month, the Ottomans. Anyway, let's hire a general. Pretty good general, actually. I mean, he's not the best, but he's got fairly good siege, fire, and shock. It is now January. It is now time to order an attack on the Mamluks and call in the Ottomans, assuming they would come to my aid. They would not join. Okay, so I guess I don't have the favor yet. 25. Okay. That's actually really bad. For some reason, I thought it was this month. Okay, I have to attack them regardless. Let's call in the Mamluks and offer them land. I can always give them their claims up there. So here we go. Najd conquest of Azir. So down there. And we're fighting Jajid, Fund, Ajaran, Cyprus, and the actual Mamluks themselves. This could be interesting, to say the least. I'm going to be relying pretty heavily on Ottoman manpower. I don't know how many troops the Mamluks have. It looks like they just have one army. So that is their army. So long as that army doesn't come kill me, I should be good. Let's snag raise war taxes before Age of Discovery fires. Who else am I fighting? People down there, okay. People over there, I'm not too worried about them. So really it's just the Mamluks and maybe Ajaran by sea. Let's actually pull both of those fleets over to Qazim. In case I have to go deal with like a naval attack or something. Oh, I guess I had an admiral and he died. This isn't good. They are in a golden era though, so I assume, yeah, they lost. The Ottomans lost. Oh no. This is very bad. Oh my gosh. The Mamluks have more ideas than the Ottomans. What in the world? Okay. I shouldn't worry yet. The Ottomans do have more troops. I suspect they also have a deeper manpower pool. No, actually, they are out of manpower. I really should have checked that. And they have revolts in the Ottomans themselves. Oh bother. They're gonna lose this fight. If I lose this Let's Play because of the Ottomans dying, that would be hilarious. Okay. I actually might not feel that bad about losing the Let's Play. Okay. We have more defensive strength, so actually in a defensive battle we're not that weak. The issue is the Ottomans are just throwing themselves into fights they can't really easily win. I mean, they can, but... Okay, we've taken that. I will raise another infantry unit just to occupy provinces. Okay. Should check war score, actually. The Ottomans have 80% of the war score. I've got to be very careful about what land I do or do not give them. What land do they want? I should wonder about. They want land, all the land I don't own. Okay. Or I don't want. Which is actually pretty good if that's the small extent of the land they demand. Yeah, I'll boost production in both of those provinces. It does put my gold a little bit on the low side, but investing in the infrastructure in the long run is probably worth it. In fact, for some people it's usually worth actually taking out loans so that you can get like temples and stuff. I know the name changes, but temples to my mind is easier to keep track of. Just because the return on them can be really good. Especially if you're someone like France, the return is absurd because of your lands. Or any of the Italian miners, to be honest. Or if you're the Dutch. I'm trying to think of other really good examples. Oh, Najd just got annexed by the Mamluks. We still haven't managed to push our war score up beyond like 18 or 19%. We are occupying pretty quickly, but it's battles that get you the score, and obviously on the battles I'm relying on the Ottomans' super powerful strength to win. And the fact that I'm getting lovely donations from like people like Ethiopia. It's quite nice. I'm going to take the decreased land maintenance modifier. Because any money we can not have to pay is good money we don't have to pay. I'll leave it at that. It's really strong on us, at least. I would help you, Ottomans, but I can't. The Ottomans are starting to want to leave the war. Now this is the thing I've got to watch out for. If I'm left fighting the Mamluks, I can't win that fight. Well, I might. It would be a long war involving lots of sieges and mercenaries, etc. So, they really only want to give one province to them. See, I want all this land, which is a lot. And unfortunately, I can't seem to give any more land. See, I'm not going to be able to get it all. What would actually keep the Ottomans happy? See, even that, I'm going to lose trust with them on it. I don't know if it's possible for me to give the Ottomans the lands they actually want. The Ottomans are pretty weak at the moment. If another nation was going to attack them, this would be the time to attack. They've just started a big spam of mercenaries. I kind of want them to stay in the war, because then they might lose Georgia and stuff. I love how I'm allied to these guys, and yet I'm trying to plot a way to, like, weaken them. It's interesting the way some of these things work out. I'll happily spend a little bit of military power to get the siege going here. No, Ottomans, no, 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 no. There we go. Oh, shoot, I'm defending on a mountain range. Yeah, I lost that fight. Shoot, I didn't realize that. Otherwise, I should have fled. We are now in the Age of Reformation, which is interesting. We actually have the conversion part of this mission already done. Good. You know what? I'm thinking it might be worth cutting back my demands to something like that. I won't be able to give any lands to the Ottomans pretty much anyway. I'll take this colonist though. Funj wants to stay in the war. Okay. We are going to harsh treat natives. As cruel as I know that is, the increased 20% settlers is just huge. It's absolutely massive early on. And I'm going to get caught and killed probably. Okay, let's try a peace out then. They'll give me that, or they'll give me that, or they'll give me that. Trying to find the best way for me to get the most land. 24. I guess that's what I'll take. Sadly, it's going to cost me a lot of trust with the Ottomans. Oh, I don't want to do it. Oh, wow, my army actually escaped. I probably should have taken that peace deal, actually. Oh, the Ethiopians are striking now. Interesting. Don't think I'm going to get to occupy that province, though. No. Okay, this evens things up a bit. Even if the Mamluks, sorry, the Ottomans leave the war, I might actually be able to eke out a win. In some ways, I want them to peace out of the war first. That way I don't have to give them any land. It's kind of a randomly little weird trick you can do, not giving land to your allies. The other option is I just liberate countries. And I don't actually take any land. If I do that, the Ottomans won't get any negative opinion of me. I think that's how it all works out. I'd like to peace out either Ajuran or Funj, but they both want to stay in the war. Luckily, the Mamluk's army is just going to be flattened by the Ethiopians. Or we'll be busy flattening the Ethiopians. One or the other, really. Let's take the money. Yeah. Fend the merchants in the long run, but in the short run we get some cash, we get some diplomatic power. And more importantly, we get more time to try and siege this fort down. I hope the Mamluks don't run an army up here and attack me in the meantime. We have managed to push up our war contribution to 27%, which is pretty good. It's not ideal. 28 in this case. because we're sieging, plus our occupations, plus those little teeny little skirmishes we have actually been having are pretty useful. I'm going to try to occupy these so that way I don't have to worry about giving them to the Mamluks. I hope. Fingers crossed. I'd really like to just occupy all the Mamluk land and then force the Ottomans out of the war. They're at 12 though, wanting to stay in it. You want to stay in the war. You want to stay in the war. Actually not quite happy about that. We're also, for some reason, our war exhaustion is going really high. Seems to have stabilized for the moment. Probably because I'm not actually fighting, so I'm not losing troops. Although I really should help the Ottoman siege, which is going to cost me a little bit per month. No, we're not doing a peace offer yet. Once we take Cairo, then we can think about it. Because if we can take Cairo, losing a country's capital really hurts their war score, and more importantly, their war desire to keep fighting. And if we could get Iskandaria there too. Oh, Ottomans just hired an army from the Russians. They want to leave the war. Ooh, this is an opportunity. If the Ottomans leave the war, I have to be careful though, because if I'm too weak, the Mamluks will still want to keep fighting. See, right now they outnumber me pretty significantly. If I could get two of the other nations to peace out, it would go a lot better. Okay, that siege fell. I'm going to go straight to Iskandaria. Ottomans still want to stay in the war for the moment. The other option, and I might try it, is occupy all the Mamluks provinces and wait for the Ottomans to peace out of the war. Even if they just wipe peace out of the war, that's still a win in my books. Actually, they didn't wipe peace out of the war, and that is a win in my books. Okay, let's see what I can actually take. I want to take... I really want to take Mecca and Medina. I could do that, and that would cut off the Ottomans. On the other hand, it might offend them. Is that worth it? Is it worth risking offending the Ottomans? First of all, what am I looking at in war? They're still fighting the Ethiopians, so for now I think I can safely stay in the war. At least till I can maybe get that. If I can get Iskandaria, I should be really golden. Come on. Oh shoot, Cairo for some reason. Oh, because it was occupied by the Ottomans. Shoot. That could be very bad. Shoot. Okay, we're on Cairo. I just have to be careful to peace out of the war before I lose a battle. Take the fort maintenance, a little bit cheaper. Okay, Fund wants to leave the war. That's good. Ajuran still wants to stay in the war for at least another month or two. Okay. Sorry, this is again right on the knife's edge of survival. I know I'm going a little bit long, but I'll try and end it as soon as I can. We don't want that peace deal yet. We have a 21% chance of taking it. Ajiran's out. Okay. Come on. Just give it to me. Got it. Okay. Now I should be able to demand pretty much all this land anyway. There we go. Might face a coalition from them. I can deal with that. Okay. Now the question is, they really want Gaza, the Ottomans. Okay. Now I'm going to also be really sneaky, and rather than walking my army back this way, which I could do, I'm going to try and sneak it through the Ethiopian lands, so that way I don't end up stuck up here. Okay. So that was a big win. Now, am I going to lose the Ottomans over it is the issue. Okay, first things first, offer military access. That's immediate 10-point gain. It's one of the best little diplomatic things you can snag. We are now Custodia of the Holy Cities, which will help. That should solve most of my prestige issues. We have to improve a lot of relations, but they're going to let us keep Palestine for the moment. Of course, if they ever get so annoyed that they might go after me, I'm going to immediately sell it to them or give it to them, whatever I can do. Okay. Let this army get back to here. We are going to get rid of this fort, which is totally useless. Having two forts next to each other, unless you're trying to guard the most highly developed area in the game, is totally useless. Okay. It's all army maintenance problems, so let's lower that as low as I can safely do it. It's also interest issues. But now I'm going to put it at 0. Shoot, I'm be stuck with some corruption, but that's survivable. It looks like the Ottomans are going to let me keep the land, which is amazing. I'm going to put a lot more claims on the Mamluk's territory. Specifically, I want Cairo. Actually, I'm just going to claim all of this I can claim. And then let's see what the Ottomans want. Ottomans want that. So if I claim these provinces here, they might be willing to let those slide, I'm hoping. And I'm going to end this here, actually, because we seem to be pretty stable and we are recovering. So next time, we will deal with the fact that we've just added like 60 development. And we're actually approaching almost great power status, as amazing as that is. And more importantly, we've cut the Ottomans off from a good portion of Egypt. Instead, they've got a mission to conquer Mesopotamia. However, it does not seem to apply to their allies' territory, which is a wonderful change from earlier on in Europa. So they're actually only after one territory from Persia. So that will be it. Any advice you guys have will be appreciated. Next episode, we should definitely be able to start colonizing, which will also be huge. So that's it from me. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.